Hi, welcome to the show. My name is Darren Bandoo and I am the director of DRGNFLY Productions. And today we're going to take a quick look at Adobe's Lightroom Mobile. A handy little tool, especially if you're traveling, because you can quickly edit your photos, clean them up for your filters, or just clean them up and add your own sort of style to them. So if you haven't already downloaded it, do so, and let's do this.
P. I feel like rap is the best job, but the stress is like a figure 4 leg lock. I'm better off just getting me a desk job.
And welcome to the channel. My name is Darren Bandoo. I am the director of UK-based DRGNFLY Productions Ltd. And I'm quite excited because this is my first YouTube tutorial and it's kicking off with Lightroom Mobile. A little tour. And then we're going to do a few little tutorials going deeper into it after that. So let's get started. If you haven't already, download the app. Whatever your device is, it'll be in the App Store. It's by Adobe Lightroom Mobile. So let's get started. I've got my device here. Now I've got it open on my library. I'm going to go into my examples. Just open my folder. I think everyone can associate to food photography, so let's do that. Like I said, this is just going to be a quick tour, and then in the next episode we're going to go deeper into each of these panels, so don't worry, we'll get there. Okay, so the first two options here, selective and heal, they are subscriber only. They're tools you can get right in there, so we'll come back to those after everything, once we've got all the basics done from all of these different tabs. So we've got crop, pretty standard stuff there. Everybody would have seen that some form or another. We've got profiles. Now these are a great starting point if you want to sort of quickly test a few things to see what it'll look like, or maybe get some inspiration. And there's some basics. There's some artistic ones there, as you can see. I'm going to flick through. We have, we have black and white, modern, and a few vintage ones as well. Next we've got the auto tab. Now this is another great place to start. The AI in the app will just figure something out and show you what it recommends, and then you can go from there. Next, what we can play with is the lighting. So this is great for the exposure, contrast, highlight, standard stuff you can play with here. One of the great things is the tone curve. So if you haven't had a go at that, I definitely recommend playing around. You've got the RGB setting here. You've got red, green, and blue individually. So definitely recommend having a go at those. Going back, right, we've got effects. So we can add or remove texture and clarity, dehaze, and add some vignette if you fancy a bit of that. Same with details, sharpening. We can add a mask to really refine that sharpening, and we can even add some noise reduction in there to really take out the graininess of the photo. I love that. If you've got a shot where the lighting has been poor, the ISO might have been ramped up on your camera, and it might have introduced some grain. You can actually remove some of it here by doing a noise reduction. Boom. Optics, yeah, depending on your camera lenses, it's great to just trigger those off, so it makes any adjustments for any curvature of the lenses, etc., etc. Geometry, this is great. It can auto straighten your images, vertically, full, etc. Definitely, if you haven't had a go, have a go at it. And one of my favorite things next is the presets. Boom. Right, these are all presets that I've saved myself. So if you do play around with some settings for a certain environment and a certain style, so let's say for example you're in a well-lit room by the window, you've got a nice plate of food in front of you, you've taken the shots, you've edited it, and you really like that preset or those settings, so you can actually save every one of them or some of them and name it basically for that environment and that theme. So I've got a few things here. As you can see, I've got, by the window, teal, brown, dark, so that has an effect. Obviously it doesn't work for this image, so I'm going to go back out of that, but that's just to give you an example of a saved preset. Lifting shadows, see, there we go, it's lifted it. So this is like before and after the image. If we go back, that's before my preset, and now I've added it. Again, it's just lifted the shadows a bit. Anyway, and that concludes a quick tour of Lightroom Mobile. Please join me again, because what we're going to do next is we're going to go into the light tab a bit deeper. So I hope to see you then. Thanks for joining me.